LPT. Distance yourself from politics every once in a while. I have seen so much arguing here and there from the left and the right. American here. It really worsens my mood every time I see it. I have distanced myself from all the politics and I subscribe to subs such as this one. Time is better spent being productive, not angry. Look for some positivity. I feel like most of us spend more time distanced from politics than engaged in it, and that's how we end up here. Real tip: local and state elections matter and are at least as important as the presidential one. Edit: engaging in politics doesn't mean making angry Facebook posts and othering. It means doing the same amount of research about people on the ballot as you would looking at a neighborhood you might move into. It is entirely possible to be informed and never have a political discussion. And it might be preferable. Count your blessings if you're able to distance yourself from politics, because it means the politics of the moment aren't against you. Maybe hold off on that until after you vote. Distancing yourself from politics is much easier when the politicians in power aren't trying to strip you of human rights. Kind of tricky since a virus is being used as a merciless political weapon these days, dividing people further than needed. Fuck politicians. They are the definition of a parasitic class. Impossible and unhelpful. They've always played a much bigger role in your life than most people are comfortable admitting. Don't ignore important shit. But you should be angry when you see the ugly side of politics. Otherwise you're just letting the bad wins. I agree that life isn't all about politics, but it does affect you in many ways and you shouldn't turn blind eyes. You don't have to distance yourself from politics as a whole, just from the toxic and biased political news sources. Unsubscribe from all political subreddits. Don't follow politics on Facebook and Twitter. Don't watch heavily biased news channels like Fox News and CNN. All of the above are echo chambers and will leave you angry and often misguided. Take the time to find unbiased, or almost unbiased, news sources. Just as an example, I listen to the daily podcast from the New York Times, as well as NPR's Politics podcast. Both are far less biased than your social media circled subreddits. They give both sides a fair analysis. It will make you a lot less upset, and a lot more able to empathize with people you disagree with, so you won't be so damn polarized. Agreed. I have deleted IG and FB for this reason. It feels like the end of the world every day and it really affects my mental health. Best decision I've made. Focus on you and your loved ones. I'm European, and while my partner wants to spend time on politics every morning, I distance myself from it because it makes me unhappy. I'll distance myself post-election. Until this election is complete, it's hard to distance yourself, especially with how important it is. If I can even sway a few people, then I've done what I could. Kinda hard when assholes bring politics into areas where it wasn't before. Honestly, this is a global issue. Nothing divides more humans than politics. I set up a keyword filter a month or two ago and it's been so nice. I can tell I'm much more calm and less agitated. IDK if you can do this on the Reddit app. I use Joey for Reddit. The election was over a couple months ago with the primaries. The die is cast. There is no more choice really. You know who you're voting for. You may even have already voted, or will vote next month, or a little before. Who's winning, or who's doing what isn't something you can change. You're not changing anyone's mind. The other side is as fixed in their beliefs as you are. Your vote shouldn't be influenced by who's winning as much as who's right for you. Figure out who you align with locally. Congress, city council, state races. judicial, etc. If you haven't already, make a cheat sheet for your ballot and get it over with. That's it. Local elections tend to be much more reasonable affairs. While they have much more influence on your life, there's usually a lot less drama in those races. Don't look for results until middle of November. It'll take a while to count. Expecting to know on election day has come at a great cost if there was any sense in this process. Results wouldn't be announced until 2 weeks after. From here on in, whatever happens, happens. At least until the next cycle late next summer. There's nothing you can do that will change it. People have become so polarized. That's what our enemies want from us. Whether it's Iran, Russia, ISIS, Al-Qaeda to Martians, they want us divided. Can't. My entire identity has become political, with one side trying to keep me from existing. I do wish I had the privilege to distance myself, though. Not all of us have the privilege to distance ourselves from politics. For some it's life or death. But sure, continue ignoring politics for your own comfort while marginalized communities continue to suffer. I recently reduced the subreddits that I follow to intentionally exclude all politics. I also am no longer following the news on Reuters, AP, or my local newspaper, the most factual outlets I can find, simply because the daily facts are so disturbing to me. I have done enough research, followed enough news stories, and donated as much as I could afford and a bit more. I've urged everyone I know, no matter their political leanings, to vote, and continue to do so. And I just received my absentee ballot and will deposit it at City Hall tomorrow. I'm retired, making me old to many, and my mobility is limited. I feel I've done everything I can with regard to the crucial upcoming election. Now I have to take care of myself for a while. Daily doses of the craziness in this country, especially in 2020, make me start to feel crazy, and after finally seizing control of my life a couple of years ago, I'm not allowing it to run amok again to the extent I'm able to control it. I'll return to following the news, not just locally or nationally but globally. In good time. I believe it's my duty to be an informed citizen. Absolutely right. I was finding that reading about politics I could literally feel my blood pressure rising. For my health and sanity I limit what I read now.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.